Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today here at MadWorldTarot Monday afternoon. We're looking at this awful story about the Queen's name being used against her wishes without really being asked, her being asked. Lilibet, of course, named after the Queen, big drama at the time, legal threats issued by the Sussexes to the BBC. That was all squashed when the Queen basically squashed it herself. That's what we were looking at in the previous reading. I'm curious to know how this is going to affect, let's call her Princess Lilibet, when she's old enough to learn to use the internet and discovers that Robert Hardman wrote in a book that, according to a royal aide, the Queen was furious when she found out that Lilibet was going to be named after her. They had never seen her that angry, that royal aide. How's that going to go down for Lilibet? How's she going to feel? Who's she going to blame? Her parents? The royals? What's Meghan going to do? How's Meghan going to explain this one away? And the impact on Lilibet, is it going to be a negative thing in her life, or is it going to be a positive thing in her life, being called Princess Lilibet Diana Carparkle? Cute ghost tarot on the tarot table. We are really dealing with ghosts, Lilibet Diana. So, little 5-card reading just to round today's proceedings off. I was going to read on abdication stories today. I'll save that for tomorrow. But this story popped up every day. Something pops up that you can't quite believe. And these old stories being rehashed now, but with some interesting insights by Robert Hardman. Some truth, I think, that might have been lacking way back in the past because people maybe were afraid of speaking out and telling the truth. But now they're not. So the wheel turns, doesn't it? And when you're up, and when you're down, you're down. And the Parkles right now are pretty much down and maybe out. So let's have a look. Reading for Princess Lilibet. Disclaimer, of course, it's just tarot. It's just my opinion. It's just for fun. It's just energy. And there is a disclaimer in the box below. Ooh, that was weird. That never happens to me. But we go with it. Great big clump of cards fell out there. The first cut normally happens the other way around. Strange. Wonder why. What's coming in the cards? Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. This is solid. This is the late Queen. Her name, she was the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus. She was there for 70 years. She was everything good. Queen of Coins is everything good. Dedicated, devoted, generous, doesn't complain, just quietly gets on with things in a very stable way. So there's that. It's not Lilibet's energy, never. Okay, just so we know. Situation is the King of Blades in reverse. This is the story that has now come out. Publishing, King of Blades, King of Swords. Publishing, authors, lawyers, arguments. Prince Philip, it was his name that he used for the Queen. And when he passed away, the name was supposed to go with him. Didn't. So there they are, interestingly, but it's publishing really, the King of Swords, and it's in reverse, and it is harsh words, some very harsh truths that have emerged after a little pause that she is going to find out. There is no way that she can be prevented from finding this out. If only the Parkles had thought things through. Or hadn't tried to sort of force the issue. But those legal threats are there for all the world to see, for all eternity, really. So how's she going to feel when she finds out, when she finds that King of Blades in reverse? How's she going to feel? Ace of Blades in reverse is going to be quite devastating because it's going to be quite a shock. The Ace of Swords can be a bit like a tower moment. And what she thought was true is going to turn out to be false. Because the Ace of Swords upright is the truth. It's justice. It's a declaration, an announcement. So we had that declaration. Her name is going to be Lilibet Diana. And here is the domain that I've registered. And here's the merch that I've prepared. And then, oops, that's not how it went. That's not how it went at all. Big shock. A lot of air in here. She is air sign. Allegedly Gemini. I say allegedly because it's a mystery. I believe there are great mysteries around all of that. We're not digging into that now. We're digging into her reaction, energy-wise. Me reading cards to speculate what her reaction might be when the time comes when she finds out that what she thought was true was in fact a lie. So who's she going to blame when she realizes that her name has been such a source of conflict, even legal threats to the BBC? Imagine finding that out. Who's she going to blame? Ooh. Well, that's ambiguous. But for me, it's the Harry and Meghan card, and it's really Meghan. Mummy dearest. It's Leo, it's Meghan. It's for me reading primarily the Harry and Meghan card, because normally, as I say ad nauseam, in a Rider-Waite tarot deck, this is a different kind of, slightly different vibe. This particular tarot deck, the cute ghosts, normally the Virgo and the Leo, and the woman is taming the man, Harry and Meghan. Can also mean the royal family. Just got to put that there. But it's Meghan. It's Meghan. It's a very female cute ghost in the Strength card with a broken heart that she's holding together. Hearts, of course, Leo rules the heart, is about love, is about children, is about playfulness and joy and all of that. There is a broken heart here that this little ghost is trying to mend. She is going to realize that it's her mother, but it's not negative necessarily. But I did ask who's she going to blame. She's going to know that this is coming, that this came from her mother, my opinion. How's Meghan going to respond when the word is out? And what were you thinking, Mom? Mother, whatever she calls her. What were you thinking? Why did you do this? Explain. How's Meghan going to justify this? The World. The World is a culmination card. It's the successful completion of something. She's going to say, it's because I thought you were going to be the greatest ever, like the Queen. The Queen was the greatest ever, Queen of Coins. And you, my darling, I wanted the whole world for you. I wanted it for you. I wanted you to be this tremendous success. The world is the biggest success because it's right at the end of the major arcana. It's public. It's global domination. I wanted the whole world to not bow down before you, but to celebrate you and to that you could be known throughout the whole world, that fame that was there is your fame now. And of course, if you're tending towards being a narcissist, you think, great. But if you're not, and she might not be, nobody knows at this point, then, oh no. It's kind of stolen valor. We've heard that before, haven't we? Recently with aviation legends. We have it again here. But Meghan is going to justify it to Lilibet, in my opinion, by saying, it made you famous. You could ride on these coattails. It opened every door for you. How is it actually going to go for this poor child? Is it going to be a good thing? Is it going to be cause for celebration, or is it going to be a source of shame and horror? Or she's going to go at some point and change her name. What's going to be the outcome for her? 2 of Cups in reverse is a separation energy. It's a breakup card. Typically, 2 of Cups in reverse. She might actually separate from the name. She might separate from her mother as well, because there's the heart. This is not going to play out the way that Megan foresaw. It's a sad energy, 2 of Cups. I had a little quiet moment of sorrow because there is energy in this card that I'm picking up, because that's how I read these cards. 2 of Cups in reverse. Either she's going, well, it doesn't have to be either. It could be an and or. Separate from the name. Possible with that 2 of Cups in reverse. This name hurts me. I'm going to push it away and call myself something else. I had a mad image of something much more hectic than just pushing her name away. She could, this is a wild thing that I'm going to say here, and it's purely my wild speculation. She could push her gender identity as well, away as well. That she could want that much distance from the name. Just saying. You know, she could, for instance, call herself George. Let's put it like that. Just to distance herself as much as possible from that name. But she could also distance herself from her mother. And I have seen in readings that I have done when I've wound the clock forward that the relationship that Megan has with her children going forward is not a healthy one. That is, in my opinion, my speculation as a tarot reader, that is what is going to happen, and that is an indication that I might be onto something as a tarot reader. That's your reading, a sad reading, and my goodness, it blows my mind, I have to say. But there it is, and thank you for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.